So, you want to be an artist, huh? Didn't my last video tell you anything? Well, I guess your stubbornness is admirable. Welcome aboard the art ship, where I take you on a journey to become a self-taught artist. The seas will be rough, and you will be homesick of the life you once had before this, so are you sure? Oh, for real? Oh, okay. Usually people kind of, I don't know, they just walk away at this point. My script kind of, ends here. You know what? Well, so, since you're the first to come aboard, let's start with the basics. My name is Yuxi. YUXXICX. I'm a character concept artist and illustrator, and this is the ultimate guide on becoming a self-taught artist. This will be your best friend for the rest of your life. Having the right resources like tutorials, tips and tricks, different workflows, ways to succeed in a particular art career path, the tools you need, the programs to use, etc., is essential to your success as an authentic artist. Of course, since this is my video and my channel, the advice I give you all based on my personal preference and experience as a self-taught artist who only just about 3 years ago went to school for it. So take everything with a grain of salt, but do take into consideration. I watch specific art channels that are both at my art level and way above it as well. You can only be as good as your goalpost, so when you move it, you are actively aiming towards that goal. But it is mentally damaging to only watch videos of artists who are far above your art skill level. The reason it is important to watch artists who are at the same level as you is because you can still learn new ways to do art from people who are just as skilled as you. Think about it like this. Person A and person B can end up at the same place but have vastly different ways of getting there. Person A can learn from the different path person B took and vice versa. As I've stated in my last video, which you should totally watch by the way, there is no right way to becoming an artist, but that doesn't mean that there isn't anything that you can do wrong. As you are learning from those in the same and higher class as you are soaking up information that will be transferred to pen and medium. Actively studying from other people's mistakes and epiphanies can help you find your own mistakes and epiphanies. I've learned how to study different styles from Tppo, Thomko, DemiRaito, the do's and don'ts of arts from Pikat and SamDoesArts, anatomy and hacks from Marc Brunet and Viyaura, experience in the industry from Kirbs and Sayuii, and so many more channels that I follow for both information and pure entertainment, all of which I will tag in the description below. I use these resources because other artists I've watched introduced me to them. Art communities are very important because it's a mass hub of information that you can learn and piggyback off of to make your life so much easier than if you were doing it alone. Join the Discord community, by the way. I've seen hundreds of thousands of "you're doing it wrong" and "why your art isn't improving" videos, all telling you different things that sometimes contradict each other and other times align pretty well, but that's way too many different videos to watch to get an informed opinion. I'm here to be your one-stop video that will actually give you the universal advice you need. You've probably heard from other artists saying, yes, draw every day even if you don't feel like it, or it turns out ugly, or no, you don't need to draw every day, you just need to study and observe. Both are great advice, don't get me wrong, but both are missing the part of the other. Yes, you absolutely need to draw every day, but it must be done meaningfully. You can't just look out at a picture and say, oh, I'm gonna draw this, and expect drawing different pictures every day is going to help you improve. There's no technical knowledge behind that, and it will quickly make you feel like you aren't improving. You must understand where your strengths and weaknesses lie. That way, you are actively targeting the problem and not just throwing darts blindly, hoping that one of them will stick. If you realize that you don't draw hands as often as you should, or that you draw the hand in the exact same pose in every drawing, learn how to use perspective to make your hands look more interesting. Maybe your characters are starting to blend and look alike. Learn how to draw different hairstyles and facial features. And whatever you have strength in, continue to improve by learning new and faster ways to further improve that skill. It's not what you use, it's how you use it. Say it with me now. It's not what you use, it's how you use it. Artists can create works both digitally and traditionally, and majority of the time when asked what tools they use, the answer is a simple mechanical pencil or the basic brushes in a program. A lot of people, including myself, catch ourselves thinking, they must use a premium tool to achieve their results. But that's just not true. And it's actually a little insulting. I remember when I was a kid, I used to draw comic strips in my notebook, creating elaborate stories in my head. You know what was praised? Not my skill, but the pencil I use. They will always know on how I am only able to draw so well because of my special pencil, which didn't make me feel good at all. It was literally a regular mechanical pencil that came in a dollar pack from Dollar Tree. There was nothing special about it at all. And that was when Dollar Tree was actually $1. So don't think you need all these expensive and great tools to succeed, because you'll end up attaching your skill to tools and not the hand you use them with. This might seem harsh to you, but this is true. Everyone sucks. Even the artists you idolize have something they suck at. They are just really good at hiding it. My art teacher told me that artists are the best type of illusionist there is. The whole point of art is to convince you that it's believable, which is why gesture is so powerful, because even without the muscles being defined, the eyes being drawn, you believe there is movement in the figure. All artists have their bad days. They can draw like absolute crap, and they can draw like they've reinvented the Louvre. Point is, what you see online is only their best. Otherwise, if they posted every work they've ever done, you most likely wouldn't follow them. Also, stop idolizing your favorite artist. If you want to surpass your favorite artist, you need to stop idolizing every single stroke they make, because your brain will block any grounded information from what they've tried. Blah, 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 blah. With what they're trying to teach you. If you keep thinking they're so amazing and that you'll never amount to their skill level, you will block your potential. Be critical about who you admire. See where they are weak. See how well they convince you to believe they are good. And apply it to your own art. That's the art of stealing. This is a very hard pill I had to swallow. But unfortunately, the old heads were right. It took me an actual art class studying real humans and anatomy to vastly improve my art. While it is great to learn the anime style, you cannot learn anatomy from it, because you are learning an interpretation and not the original source. You have to learn the rules before you break them. I know, I try to be revolutionary and just break the rules anyways, but Buki is not how it goes. Trust when I tell you that letting go of your pride now will save you a lot of time in the long run. There is no such thing as a cheat code or a shortcut. And I mean this in the best way possible. There is no such thing as a fast and easy way of doing something. The whole purpose of these YouTube titles that tell you that, oh, this is a hack, this is a neat tip and trick, is merely to draw you in to click the video, and there is nothing wrong about that, because get your money, but it is also a deceiving tactic to play on your desire to get the best outcome with the least amount of resistance. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but that's not how life works. And it's most definitely not how art works. I'm sorry. The quick and easy part is only true when you've learned to adapt to how to do something. You naturally become quicker in your execution because you are no longer learning. You are just utilizing the skills you've painstakingly calibrated into your body. This is why AI doesn't make you an artist, and it doesn't make you a good one either. You have absolutely no information calibrated into your body. Your brain only knows the outcome and no valuable input, so when it comes to doing it yourself, like how it's meant to be, you can't actually do anything. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Hell, do a twirl while you're at it. I cannot stress this enough. Flipping your canvas will save you. It'll help you become a better artist. Avoiding your shortcomings will only make them worse. Seeing your flaws helps you to correct them. So don't be afraid to flip your canvas. If you work traditionally, flip your paper, put it to a light source, and observe your errors, then correct them. Get out of your comfort zone and do something that you are either uncomfortable with or have never done before. Expand your palette of the arts and expand your technical skills, because everything you do with your hands will be transferred to your canvas. Here are works I did before anatomy class, and here are works I did after. See the difference? Understanding your values before you start racking your brain over color theory will save you big time. The relationships you see between the colors are because of values. So when you get the foundation, the rest just builds naturally. This doesn't just apply to art, it applies to a way of life, period. When you make the outlines of an idea first and then go back and finish it later, not only are you saving yourself the trouble of trying to reimagine the concept from the first time, but when you go back to flesh out the full thing, elements that you didn't see before become clearer, while others you realize aren't necessary. Past you is quite literally helping future you from the pain of starting at square one. It is incredibly lonely when you are the only artist among your friend group, or when trying to get feedback on where you can improve. None of the people around you can really help. This is why joining an art community full of artists who can give you critical feedback to pinpoint places where you need to improve is so important. It's not even funny. When you don't have that feedback, you are just looping your own perceptions back at yourself over and over and over again. And you as a human being are not the most reliable person to depend on to give critical feedback on your work without trying to make excuses or completely shoot down your self-esteem. Discord is one of the easiest ways to find your people. There are a ton of servers out there like mine that have a channel where artists can collaborate, give each other feedback, laugh at memes, talk about life, anything. We have people in the Discord that check up on you just to make sure that posture isn't looking too shrimp-like, and your water bottle is filled as it always should be. Though, mine is always usually filled, because I ain't drink it, but that's besides the point. Anyways, join the Discord linked in the description below to find your community full of weirdos who yap all day long about your niche interests. I honestly should have put this first, because without discipline, everything I just said is gonna feel like you're walking up a steep hill. No cap. And this is coming from a person who just got their stuff together. Make that schedule, girl. Start those projects and be the person you were meant to become. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I wasn't too harsh in the video, but I'm not rewriting the script. Sorry. If you're unaware, I'm currently doing a Draw This in Your Style challenge where 3 winners get free art. More details about the event can be found in the community Discord under art challenges and events. I'm also doing the monthly OC fan art where you have a chance at being in one of these lovely collages. Info on that will also be in the Discord link below, or you can scan this QR code shown on the screen. Recently, I posted a 2-hour-long video of me teaching chat how to study and understand light, as well as the way it behaves when hitting varying materials. Well, that class was completely free. Every Saturday, I host a class on Discord, and I teach the topic of your choosing via poll, and the time you prefer it starts. Last week, we did light, and this week is still up for vote. In addition to the Saturday classes, I do free art critiques in our art critique channel. Submit the artwork you want correction for, and I'll give you a breakdown on what you can improve, send references, and send you back a corrected version of your artwork. No need for AI when you have a whole live artist giving you free teaching with applied knowledge. So join the Discord to be a part of our lovely community. I am currently working on a new sticker to add to the shop on Etsy. This will be the last original character sticker I produced this year. For the remainder of the year, I will be setting up polls in the Discord for you guys to decide what video, show, anime, manga character I should do next. Lastly, I will be participating in this year's art fight. For those who don't know what art fight is, it's basically an annual trading art event where you are assigned a team or you choose one. You attack your opponents by drawing their OCs and they counter by drawing one of yours. You can also do friendly fire where you attack your friends if they're on the same team as you. For more information, please watch a YouTube video of other artists who have been in the game far longer than I have, since this is only my second time participating. Anyways, the link to my profile will be in the description below, so follow me there so I can follow you back. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you know when the next video is coming out. I don't live stream on YouTube anymore, so follow me on Twitch where you can watch me play popular video games such as Sunless Zone Zero and Neverness to Everness, as well as drawing the projects I just mentioned beforehand. Also, there's this hype feature that you could totally abuse so that more people can see this video on their For You page. Greatly appreciated. As always, my link tree is in the description below where all of my socials and free art references are located. Make sure to follow as many socials as you can to keep yourself updated with any special events I may be planning, but you'll never know until you follow. If you want to support me, you can donate to my Ko-fi, commission me on artistry or regen, sign up for my Patreon and get personal one-on-one guidance on how to further improve your art and any tips I use in my illustrations and character designs that I don't reveal in my videos or Saturday art classes. Or buy a beautiful sticker from my Etsy shop to decorate your bag, bottle, laptop, or even your walls that I am currently living inside of. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!